Oh, hi. Today we're looking at the JOVE filter from System 80. Oh man. Oh my God. Okay, so the JOVE is a multimode analog filter, which is completely and totally inspired by the Roland Jupiter 6. And I think the Jupiter 6 is an interesting choice because it's kind of the dark sort of purple horse. It's kind of one of the least well celebrated of the Roland polysynths, I think. But yet it's got a really, really classic Roland filter design. It's a cascaded OTA and it's got this squealing kind of Roland acidicness. Let's see what we got. So as I mentioned, it's multi-mode. That means that we've got low pass, band pass, and high pass. But the low pass modes are with two different poles. Unlike a Jupiter 6, you can have both a 24 decibel or a 12 decibel. The 24 is obviously more cutting, the 12 is smoother and better suits kind of paddy type things. Band pass and high pass, all of which are resonant and can really howl. You've got two CV inputs to control the frequency, cutoffness, and that CV1 is bipolar. So you've got to have it in the middle here for it to be zeroed. And this second one is unipolar. So you can have two CV inputs modulating this in different ways, which is good. We do have a resonance CV input, so you can CV control the resonance. There's no knob to control that, but it can do it. And we've got two inputs. So it's kind of like a little mini mixer as well. So you've got in one, which has no level control. Then you've got in two. And the in2 does have a level control. You maybe saw my Sonic State video that I did with Nick and my live performance at Cumber Beats. I've been using the JOVE filter in my live system because it's super ergonomic, it's super Roland and acid, and it just sounds wicked. I've been running the Akemi's Castle through it. But in this video, we are going to do some more simple things and maybe just kind of play around and just give you a sense of how it sounds, because that's the most important thing. Okay, so let's get it going. Down here I have the fader cap from my Jupiter 6, which has fallen off. Sweet. That's why you need to buy new things and not actual vintage gear. So let's tap the output and let's stick something into it. I'm going to use the Dixies from IntelliGels because they're super nice, clean, precise waveforms, and they'll give you a good sense of how it sounds. So you're already, I mean, you're hearing that kind of vowely thing that it does. I mean, it's just got tons of character and squidge. We can increase the resonance further, but what I'll do is I'll quickly move it onto the 12 dB per octave so you can kind of hear the smoother character. by its nature, it's going to be a little kind of brighter because it's allowing more of the wider frequency band to come through. If I apply more resonance, so if I flip between the two, so you hear the 24's got this super Roland, and the 12 is smoother. We've then got our bandpass. I don't actually know what pole that is. Just picks out tons of harmonics, and then high pass. Oh man, that makes my head almost go weird. So we cycle it back. This mode button just literally cycles through the modes in sequence and then back to one. So that's kind of it. That's the core sort of sound. And then I think what we should do is get some mathematics on the case. Let's just get the maths to do some of these sweeps for us, and we can kind of get a sense of how it sounds under modulation. So if I take the other side of maths, my black maths, how badass is that? And I'll apply it to CV input 1 and turn it up, make math cycle. Whoa. Got to turn down the old subpack there. Whoa. So this is the 24 dB per octave. About half resonance. And then the high pass. We can invert the CV like that. Positive or negative. What? So then in terms of FM, JOVE is absolutely on it. So that's sounding nice. I've already got some modulation applied, but I'm enjoying kind of manually sweeping the filter. So wouldn't it be great if I had 2 CV inputs? Oh yeah, duh, I have got 2 CV inputs. So I'm going to get my other maths, non-black maths, to apply some modulation to CV2. And I'll slow that down. So now I have 2 CV sources modulating the frequency. And of course, as we know, we've got CV input for resonance. Let's not waste that, and let's get another cable going, and I will CV modulate the resonance amount. Comme ça. So now the other side of this other maths is doing resonance, and then the other 2 maths channels are doing frequency. Nice. So you can really modulate the crap out of it. And it sounds great. It's just an awesome sounding filter. And I think it sounds friggin' great. It's just a great example of the Roland sound. Okay, let's establish some all-important musical context and actually have a little jam with the JOVE. So you can kind of hear what it sounds like actually making a sequence. I've got it being sequenced by the pressure points and everything's being clocked by the tempi. You can hear if I bring it in, I've got the sub-octave generator of this Dixie feeding in. So it makes it really easy to have two waveforms and then as a performance thing blend the second one in. Sounds great. Nice. Band pass. Just really lovely. By JOVE. I mean, this stuff is just irresistible to me. Whoa. Okay, and now let's try listening to what this thing sounds like with something that is not just a straight analog oscillator. So what I've got is a sequence with the Dixie 2 going into input A, and then into input 2 I've got the IntelliGel Cylonic Shapeshifter, which is playing a minor chord, so I can blend the two. And this is very much kind of how I'm using JOVE live. I've got a chord going into one input from Akemi's Castle, and then I've got a simple waveform going into the other. So we're sort of getting into the territory of polysynth sounds. Oh man. Sounds lovely with Echophone for delay.